Hey guys, happy Sunday. Also happy Father's Day. Woohoo! Happy Father's Day to all of our gentlemen, all of the guys, all of you guys. Thank you so much for being in our lives. We appreciate you. We see you. We acknowledge you. We cherish you. Oops, there we go. I lost connection here for a few seconds. All right, so thank you guys. So happy Father's Day. Wanted to say that first and foremost. And today is self-care, self-reflection Sunday. Hey Jason, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you, Jason. All right, so self-care, self-reflection Sunday, gentlemen and ladies, and everyone who's tuning on here live. So wanted us to connect. All right, so wanted us to connect with this year. It's June 19th, and I'm on day 14 of our 14-day challenge, hashtag 21 days strong. 21 days challenge. Ooh, what am I saying? 21-day challenge, hashtag 21 days strong, where I'm gonna come to you live here on Facebook for the next, it'll be a week from today, so it's 14 days. So I got one more week to go. So self-reflection and self-care. So Sundays are really great because I don't know about you, but if you can relate, Sundays are days that I personally like to take time, especially in the afternoon, to reflect, focus on the week. I actually typically set up my schedule and my calendar on Saturdays, and then I focus on Sundays and I look at, what are some things, and this is something I actually invite you to connect with, is as you're reflecting, self-reflection, right? So we're almost at the end of the month. So we're on June 19th. We have about 11 more days before the end of the month. And guess what? 11 more days before we actually hit the first 6 months of the year, first 6 months of 2022. We'll go more about that tomorrow. I'll cover more about that tomorrow. However, today, what I want you to connect with is self-reflection. So you get to reflect, take some time to reflect on what are some things that have been working for you in the past 6 months. What are some things that have not really been working for you in the past 6 months? And what do you see is your growth opportunity? What is your next level? What is your next cut? Where do you get to go? Where do you get to evolve? Where do you get to accelerate maybe in some areas of life that are important to you? So why am I sharing this with you? Because, hey, Uncle Roy, woohoo! Great to see you. I miss you, Uncle Roy. Want to see you soon. We live in Jersey, so might as well connect, right? So, all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Uncle Roy and everyone who's tuning on here. So reflect, right? So let's reflect on the first 6 months of the year. What's been working really well? So actually, while you're here, share what are some things that have been working for you very, very well so far. Would love to hear you actually sharing, so we can connect with what's been working. And what are some things that you see are opportunities for you where you get to grow, maybe you get to accelerate in? What is an area that you want to accelerate in that maybe you haven't really moved the needle that much, or you want to move the needle but you procrastinated, or you were caught in perfectionism, or whatever that looks like. So would love to hear from you to get connected to what is relevant and what's important for you. Yeah, I got you, Uncle Roy. October 8th and 9th, I'll check my schedule and see. Okay, so thanks for the heads up. The months in advance, 4 months in advance right here. Thank you so much, you're amazing. All right, so guys, let's check in, right? So let's do a check-in. How are we doing? How are you doing? Are you on track with your goals? What are some goals that you had set an intention for from the beginning of the year? Like when January hit and you were like, I'm gonna accomplish these goals. 2022 is my year. We all say that, right? So what is it? If you say this is your year, what does that look like for you? Like 2022 being your year, what does it look like? What is that experience like? How would you know that it is your year, right? So would love to connect with you on that. And I'm curious if you actually have a word that you want to connect with as an anchor word that is leading you throughout the year. So why am I sharing this? Because I coach many clients. I've coached thousands and I'm coaching hundreds, not hundreds right now, but I'm coaching different groups, right? So, and something that I encourage all my group participants to connect with is a word that will support you and ground you and accelerating where you want to go. So I'll give you some examples. So it could be resilience. That could be your breakthrough, right? It could be patience. It could be consistency. Like, what do you want to master? What do you want to be the king or queen of? Like, I have a client who one of her goals was to be the queen of consistency. Now she is. She's really she had struggled with consistency, but then she committed to being consistent, and now she's like uber consistent right now. Like, she's doing amazing. So I have an example there. I also have another client who his focus was being resilient and being patient and being compassionate, and you know what I'm saying? So they're just different ways. So maybe for you it could be joy, maybe it could be speed, actually, like focusing on accelerating and not like procrastinating. Right? So, and if you are a procrastinator, by the way, like, raise your hand if you are. Just say I am, because we all have spaces where we don't like move quickly in, because we have things that come up for us, and you're not alone if you're in that space. So there's no judgment by any means. It's just part of our human experience. All right, so what is it that you're focusing on? What is your goal? Oh yeah, I love what you said, Uncle Roy. Balance between what you want to do versus what you have to do. Yeah. You're not a procrastinator. You're a recovering procrastinator, Uncle Roy. I love your honesty. You're amazing. So you get to look at, so if you have, like, I'll just actually work with you, Uncle Roy, for a second. So like, if you have something you want to do, then I would actually encourage you to create time to make it happen. There's nothing you have to do, by the way. We think that we have to do stuff. We actually don't. We choose it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're choosing to do it, because as a business owner, I'll just speak for myself, I don't have to do anything if I didn't want to be honest, right? So, however, I look at like some of the things that gets to happen in running a business or leading a business, and I ask myself, well, what are some things that I'm really skilled at, that I want to take ownership in, and I want to evolve and take it to the next level? And what are some things that are just not my thing? You know what I'm saying? And then I typically outsource it. So I'll just give it to someone else and all that stuff. I'll leverage support, and it could look like, just to give you a sense, and this is not just obviously for you, Uncle Roy, it's for anyone else who's tuning in. So thank you for being honest and sharing. So it could be like, it doesn't have to be a monetary exchange. If you're like reciprocating with someone, you know, you could barter by exchange of services, for example, right? So you can offer someone something in exchange of that for them to support you with something else, right? So it doesn't have to look like money, but it can look like some sort of an exchange of energy is where you get to go. Okay, so I wanted to share that. So thanks for sharing that, by the way. That's so powerful. Uncle Roy, since you're here, what is your word for this year? What is your word for 2022? We'd love to hear you. We'll love to see that. All right, so my word for this year is velocity and acceleration. So I'm looking to accelerate in some aspects in my business, and so you know, so the focus here is acceleration, growth. Also, another word I will share with you guys that resonates with me so deeply is surrender. Surrender is a big word for me. You could be a controller. I'm a controller. Like, I like to be in control of a lot of things. I like to be in charge of a lot of things. Just kind of my personality, especially Aquarius. We're very independent, and we like to run our own show. We don't like people to, you know, get in our way, if you will. So if you're like that, just say yes, because I am totally like that, right? However, part of surrendering is also trusting other people that they get to step up, and empowering other people to step up. So that's always my commitment working with people, is I want to empower them to step up and elevate, and actually come in and just have them shine, because some people are really skilled at, many people actually are way skilled at things that I may not be half skilled at. You know what I'm saying? So we get to leverage the people around us, and acknowledge that they can be there to support us in our journeys. All right, so self-reflection. I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you so much. So let's self-reflect. Let's connect on what is important for you. Oh, balance. I love that, Uncle Roy. So good. Work is good. Okay, awesome. Awesome. You have an abundance of work. That's amazing. Awesome. I'll read through what you shared here because it's a little too long and I'm walking and stuff. So I will respond to you, Uncle Roy. Thank you so much for being generous and also sharing. So team, as we wrap up here and as the sun is coming on this side, I'll just stop and pause for a moment. So as we wrap up real quick, so let me move away because the dog is barking in this side of the neighborhood. Ooh, real time. All right, so as we wrap up here real quick, I want to say let's reflect. Here's your assignment. So you get to reflect on what's been working for you up until now for 2022. What's working, what's not working, what do you want to accelerate in, what do you want to improve on, and what's your word? What's your word for 2022? All right, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. Happy Father's Day again to all of our awesome gentlemen that are out there. I acknowledge you, appreciate you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Mindset Monday. All right, so thank you so much for tuning in. Share your biggest takeaway. Make sure you share this with other people that you feel will benefit. People will benefit from. Just be sure to share. All right, sharing is caring. All right, loves. Mwah. Bye for now. Have an awesome Sunday. I'll see you hasta mañana. Bye. Oop. Let's do this. Bye.